Here we are again. It's been a really long time, and I miss doing these because it's like a little video diary for myself. You know, it's like when I journal, but I don't journal that often, and I don't do this that often either, but that's okay. That's actually what I'm going to chat about. If I can get a setup, like, are you kidding me, bro? Period. Probably look a little crazy, but that's okay. Like, the point of these are not to look sexy, you know? But it's been a while since I've been in the sewing room and actually did something, you know? It really has. And I think it serves as a lesson somewhat, because there was a time where I was sewing regularly and I was on top of my shit and I was working towards my goals, but I think the lesson that it serves is that it's okay to take a break when you're not all the way there. And also, when you are back all the way there, make sure you get back on top of your shit, you know? Because I feel as though for a while I was back on top of my shit, but I just didn't jump back into it. And you know, I don't know if that was fear, procrastination, or pure laziness, but maybe it was a combination of all three, you know? But I think the important thing is I got my ass back up and got back in this chair and in front of this camera. I'm not doing this for anybody but myself, and I need to remember that. Anyways, this is getting off topic. What I really wanted to talk about was the break thing. I didn't need to mention that part, even though that's also an important factor, which I can get into, but you know, my brain be jumping. Got ADHD. I hope my lips aren't dry though. Like my hair can look a little crazy because if anybody says anything that's anti-black, but you know. If my lips are chapped, oh yeah, it's up. Oh yeah. Like, oh yeah. But anyway, I think the important thing is that I picked it back up. And you know, I was like going to talk about the factors that played into it, but who really gives a fuck? Like, they're not a factor anymore. I'm sitting in this chair. So I don't really feel the need to talk about it. But long story short, it was with a boy. We broke each other's heart. He didn't break my heart, we broke each other's heart. And granted, we broke each other's heart because of me, but not necessarily because of me. No, it wasn't because of me. He was moving a little too fast, babe. I can't. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. And, you know, it was the first time in a long time that I really felt myself falling for someone, you know? And love is a dangerous feeling. Like, I love my mom and my sisters so much, but you know, that's a different type of love. Like, it's the same, but it's like finding that love for a new person is difficult, especially because it's like these people have been in my life forever. They've had that love. But a new person getting that love that my mother gets is just terrifying, because I would take a bullet for her. I just met you and I want to take a bullet for you. You know? But yeah. Okay, that's changed. Second. Let me see if this angle's giving. I have a killer stuffy nose. My bad. A little better lighting this time, but whatever I end up using all these clips for, that last part's still gonna go in, because it felt authentic. It felt like me, and I feel like I keep saying this, but I think it's important for everything I do, my entire being, my entire existence, to be authentic, and I feel as though I've been doing that. So that's all that matters. If I'm authentically shy, if I authentically have anxiety, if I'm authentically scared, if I'm authentically if I'm authentically thinking I'm the prettiest in the room, if I'm authentically conceited, if I'm authentically talented, if I'm authentically shitty at something, as long as I'm doing it authentically and true to myself, that's all that fucking matters. That's the sauce. That's the sauce I just gave myself game. Like, come on. Like, period. This shit is really uncomfy though. It's big, like, whatever. Okay, let me do what I was gonna do. Bow! We're still making tote bags. But now we're switching up the material, doing something a little thicker. And that's okay for now. You know, you gotta move how you move. Like, whatever feels right for you in the moment, do that. Like, I'm 1,000% positive I'm gonna make bigger and better garments, but right now, tote bags is where I'm comfortable. And it's okay to be in your comfort zone. Sometimes. But you gotta know when it's time to move. I haven't sewn in a while, so I'm just gonna say it's not time to move just yet. Cause I was using a sewing machine. Chasing cheese and girls. Whatever I do use this for, I don't know if I'm allowed to play music, but listen to some tunes. And you know, I was gonna pick this up regardless, but I made a new friend. I don't feel the need to mention his name, but I made a new friend, and he's not the singular reason why I picked this back up. I was planning to get back into it, and I've been talking about getting back on top of my shit before I met him. Because something not working. Oh, I see. And like, I feel like this is the proof that I'm better than where I began, because a couple months ago, I would have just kept sewing and not realized until it was way across that, girl, it's not working because blah, blah, blah. And like a year ago, I wouldn't have known how to fix the problem. I would have been sat there stressed as wondering why I can't sew through a fabric. But now I know how to fix these problems, troubleshoot shit. And it's progress. It don't matter how fast, how slow my progress is. It's the progress that has worked for me. Period. I know that's right. Like, I just love these little self-diary therapy moments. So amazing. I amaze myself sometimes with my emotional intelligence and the way I treat myself. Like, I treat myself amazingly, as I should though. But it's time for me to get back talking my shit and not like, you know, I've had a lot of fun and I can still keep having fun while being on top of my shit. It's about balance. Like, come on. Yeah. Come on. Next question. As we can see, I'm still working out the garage. You know, I just thought back to when I was in fashion school. So I'm not in fashion school anymore. That's just really expensive and I don't know if I can afford it. And babe, look at me doing this on my own right now. I feel like I've learned somewhat more by myself than I learned in fashion school. But I definitely think that for the beginning moments, that was what was needed for me to really understand a few things. And you know, sometimes you do need a teacher, but I feel like I've built an amazing circle as of the past couple months that, you know, if I really need to figure something out, I have the people to reach out to, you know? And recently I had an experience with somebody from SCAD, and he, I think he had a crush on me, but, you know, he was cute, but wasn't my type of white boy. And I had asked him for some information, and he replied, "You only reach out to people when you need something." And the type of person I am, I'm gonna absorb that and see if I see that within myself, because I feel like if somebody else is saying to me, it's important for me to try to understand if that's true, like if I feel that. And I feel like I'm honest enough with myself to be able to do that. Like, I don't think I'm necessarily like I have a big ego, but I don't think I don't think my relationship with my ego is detrimental to the point where I can't reconcile with true facts. Like, sometimes I'm a little aggressive, sometimes I'm a little lazy, you know, and that I'm sure there's more I can think of, but we're not here to go down on myself, you know. Wait, that's what she said. Anyway. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And I don't think this project's gonna be like super neat, but like, I'm just doing it for fun and trying to see something. And like, I'm freestyling this. Like, the last 2 tote bags I made, I had, you know what I should have did? Because this is gonna be challenging. If anything, I'll just seam rip the whole thing, girl. Let's see what this looks like. It doesn't have any straps, just the bag itself. See if it looks cool. I kind of want to fold it in on itself. And like make it neater, but like we'll see what we do with the straps before I do anything hasty. Oh, this is cute already, I can tell. Thank you, Nia. Let's get into Nia, because that was one of the people I was messaging where I built a circle. And like, it's not like I'm just networking. Like, the circle I'm building is people I authentically care about and love, cherish, and respect. And you know, they're guiding me. And Nia is one of those people. And I really love that girl. I feel like I don't show her love enough. But like, she's so far away and we both understand that we don't need to talk to each other every day. Like, and I feel like that comes with the older you get, like, responsibilities come first. And friends are there to help you through those responsibilities. And you know, just love on you, girl. This is gonna be like a thin ass bag with like a long bag. You know? I don't want to put this on now. That was bad enough. Yay! Okay, I'm gonna make the straps. I might have to completely seam rip this, but don't really care. That's a part of sewing. And I kind of like that, because it's like, you can like really philosophize anything you do, and if that helps you get through it, that helps you get through it. And I feel like this helps me like get through shit. But like, seam ripping, it's like restarting to get back into a better position. Like, wait. You know. But I think this is all I'm gonna do for this clip, this part, this section, whatever this is. Yeah. I feel like I've, you know, got a lot out from inside, and it feels good to talk, even if I'm just talking to a camera. It's more like I'm just talking to myself and whoever sees the results of whatever this is.